check 1, 2. Bum, 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 bum. Hey Google, turn off the ceiling fan. What's up, Marco? Hey man, your knife should be coming to you. I accidentally sent your knife to Pete. So I sent him a shipping label and he will be forwarding your knife to you. And then I will get Pete the right knife. So had quite a bit to ship out, got a little confused, and sorry about that, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, Justin, what's going on, brother? Sorry I missed you today. I was getting burger patties ready and all that to grill out for burgers. So I was doing the dad thing. And of course, like most of my lives, this wasn't planned. So I had a few minutes. I figured I'd drop on, say hello to everyone, and see what everybody's getting into. Oh, I hadn't been on. Did you send that message earlier? I hadn't been on Instagram at least since about 1 o'clock. Have you seen the new renditions of the? I forgot what it's called. The Naga. They've got some pretty interesting, pretty cool G10 pattern or micarta patterns. Looks pretty good. All right. Sorry, I was reading something, guys. So what's everybody getting into? Those look interesting on the top right. These two right here, they are interesting. They're very interesting. These are, see if you can see that. These are samples. So I guess prototypes are like if QSPs do OEMing your knife, but stuff they do for themselves, they call them samples. I don't know if they were just trying to showcase what they're doing with this foil G10 or micarta and the milling, but they did a fantastic job. I held this one at Blade Show Atlanta, and I had the opportunity to buy it then, and I didn't. And then I reached out to him later, and David was like, "Well, I have one. I have a copper and a silver. Which one do you want?" And I said, "Ooh." I said, "How about that copper?" Just because of the contrast, right? And so I was able to pick up the copper, and then I immediately was like, "Why didn't you get the silver?" So a couple of weeks went by, maybe a month or two. Oh, look at that! I've cut my leather. Um, and so I sent a message. I was like, "Is that other sample still available for purchase?" And it was. So I picked it up also. So these are the only two, to my knowledge, in existence. These are the QSP Belugas N690. Milled aluminum, silver foil. Uh, it gives it such a three-dimensional topographical look. It's yeah, they're gorgeous, man. And it looks like it's really raised, doesn't it? But it is as smooth as can be. So, yep, that's what these are. And then since I got the flank in from Concept, this is my little fixie that I've been carrying. I absolutely love this blade. They actually sent me the G10 in satin, and I love the texture of this G10, but I really like that black wash blade. So I purchased the black one. So thank you, Concept, on both sides. I greatly appreciate it. They're huge supporters of my channel, and I cannot thank them enough. Hey guys, how is sound? Is sound okay tonight? Sounds like I hear I don't know, an odd. So, well, I'm glad the sound is good for everyone. And then these sold out so fast after Blade Show when they were released, the vaults with their glide lock, that I actually had to wait to get one, and couldn't wait to get one. And then when it got here, I just let it sit. And oh my gosh, guys, I love that glide lock. I'm not a crossbar lock or axis lock guy unless it's really nailed. And this is terrific. Loving this, man. So anyways, like usual, I didn't plan my live, so if you guys maybe share this, I would greatly appreciate it. Fred sent me a message. It was like, when's your next live? That's what put the bug in my head. So yeah. Oh. Hold on. I gotta type something to Pete. Yes. Yes. Sorry about this, guys. And stickers. Okay. Sorry about that. Was having to respond. Laid off Pete sent me a message. So I wanted to respond to that before I got out of pocket on it. Okay. Man, I should have fixed myself something to drink. What's up, Mr. Letterman? How are you? Thanks for just popping in for a moment. I figured most of us will be in Shambo's live later. Oh, and when they QSP sent me this vault, excuse me, they also sent me and I requested this one. Um, it is their man, it's got some walk and talk. Jumping jack in blue bone, and it is a beautiful. And I haven't asked, but I assume it is like a Finch design or collab because you got QSP on one side and then the Finch logo on the other. So, but nice little slippy. Love it. Take a listen. Oh my God. Almost cut myself. The last bad cut I got was on a slip joint at a softball tournament. I was opening the sugar maple jack and to cut an apple, and I almost cut my finger off. Finch designed it, and QSP was going to make it, but liked it so much they bought it. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's cool that they acknowledge Finch, though. You know, because I mean, if you buy the design, I guess you don't have to acknowledge, but that's cool. I'm starting to get into slip joints a little bit. You know, for a long time I thought, you know, that was my dad's knife. My dad always carried an old timer trapper in his pocket. Always. I mean, always. You would have thought that this man took this knife to the shower. I mean, I never seen him without it. And so I just kind of said, oh, you know, and I got some case knives handed down from my papa and my great papa. And sorry about the sirens, guys. And yeah, so it kind of wasn't my thing, but I'm really starting to appreciate for what they are. You guys have any slip joints that you currently have in your arsenal, your stable, your menagerie of pocket jewelry? Hey, what's up, Cat Scratch? Sorry, I'm actually using my phone to do the live, and you know my phone's horizontal, so it's actually blocking the screen, and I didn't see you jump in there. So what's going on? Hello, Eagle Scout EDC. How are you, sir? So, and of course, I got these right here that I've been playing with this week, thanks to Kevin Lefty. He got, I think, one of every color and variety. And so he sent two down for me to look at, and I told him I'd get them back to him just as soon as possible. Uh, so I've enjoyed that. I mean, it's not my first time holding a Griffin, because I own the more premium one. But I mean, they killed these budget versions. I mean, absolutely killed it because it feels every bit as good as the premium. Every bit. I mean, oh, that's my fault. I mean, yep. They nailed it, you know. So I've been playing with those. Fixed blades. Oh, this big guy right here. Evolution EDC, guys. Um, I learned about them through Metal Complex, did a video. And so I went and checked them out. And this is their first run. And it's an all tie build, steel insert for the lock bar, milled everything. M390 on the blade. In the first run, they're making 200 of them. Hey, that's okay, Fred. Thanks for popping in real quick. I told everybody you put the bug in my ear, so I had some time and I was like, why not? So this knife here, the first 200 they produced are at 159 bucks, guys. This is a ton of knife for 159 bucks. And I think the second run it goes up to 200. So definitely check these guys out. Evolution EDC, and see if I mean the action on this is just crazy. You know, people say, "Oh, it's drop shutty," and then they gotta kind of work it. No, I mean, once it gets up on that detent, just yep. Um, and I've said this in my video of it. The flipper tab, um, it's and I've thought about deleting it already, but that is where the serial number and the steel type is. So you'd only be able to bring it down so far if you wanted to keep that. I think they could have maybe shaved off just a touch right there, took down the flipper bar, flippers, whatever tab, and then when it flipped, it could have set flush. But the finger choil is, it feels great in the hand, guys. It is a full size knife. And for 159 bucks, I'm like, wow. So definitely give them a look, man. See what you think. You can watch my video. You can watch Metal Complexes. His is better than mine. And yeah, definitely give them a look see. So but other than that, just busy being dad, guys. I've kept this in my pocket quite a bit. This is a cicada wing. My best tech man in crystallized tie. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have a lot of good light in here. And Magna Cut. So, yep. What's up, Boudreaux? Boudreaux the Blade just made his entrance. Dude, he comes through the door like the police. Like, I mean, he kicks doors open. Brian Kerr, how are you, sir? Thank you for popping in. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Be sure and hit that like button. Sure does help the algorithm. Sorry. Yep. Oh, hey, and also, I'm going to do a couple of posts to let everybody know. I finally got approved for whatnot. So knives that I don't give away, I still need to thin the herd big time. So I'm going to be getting rid of them through whatnot. So I will keep everybody posted on that front so you can know when that happens. Jed, Jed, shut my bedroom door. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to yell at Jed. He can be in the next room and he's in his own world. Brilliant, super brilliant kid I got, but he is different. So, God, how can, man, does the mic really pick up that much? It sounded like Jed was talking in my back ear and he's down in the hallway. But yeah, my boy is super smart, like off the chart smart. He had to actually get an IEP, guys. Not sure if y'all know what that is. That's individual education plan. And they normally do that for kids that are like behind and need extra help. Well, my son's IEP, and I think it's the first one in the school district, is because of how smart he is and the accommodations they'll have to make to help him because the district doesn't allow you to skip grades. And, I get it from a social standpoint, but um, Jed's beyond. He's still in elementary school. He's in fourth grade, but he already does middle school and freshman curriculum. So they had to come up with something with him. And he definitely goes to the beat of his own drum. Fred knows all about my son. Fred got to meet him. And he was just recently diagnosed with, I guess they lump it all together now, but, and I don't look at this as hindering him at all. They kind of, they said the IQ and his, how smart he is kind of goes hand in hand, but I guess Asperger's and ADHD, high functioning ADHD or something like that. But they don't break it into subcategories anymore. They just kind of all lump it together. So I was told. Anyways, so yeah, I just told you a bunch of family stuff, but hey, I don't mind. We're all friends and family here. And I'm so proud of my son. But hey, Steve, how are you, sir? I saw. Hey, sorry, Steve. I told everybody when people pop in, I can't see the screen because of my phone, the way I have it propped. So I didn't see until you moved up. But hey, how are you, sir? Thank you for dropping in. Be sure and hit that like, subscribe button. Is that Mr. Ron Crow? Okay, you've made it when Crow hits the house. How are you, Ron? Nice to see you, sir. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it, guys. And anybody and everybody, I think we all have channels. If you guys want to feel free to share everybody's link, go right ahead. I'm all about supporting people and supporting other channels. And heck, that's one of the reasons I don't go live very often is because I'm always worried that I will step on the feet of other people. And that's just not me, man. It is a very saturated, I won't call it a market, but media presence by everybody. And there were people here before me and they've worked really hard. And who be it to me to, even if I only take 2 or 3 people from their live, I don't want to do that. So. Ron, I told Miss T.C.Blades because I think we both have an affinity for bourbon. And I have a pretty good, my bourbon collection would probably rival my knife collection. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm going to start trying to do these lives consistently, have a bourbon and all that. But, you know, uh, I, I like bourbon. I love bourbon. So believe it or not, I don't drink real often just because usually when I start, I don't stop. So, and the juice is not necessarily worth the squeeze anymore for me. I'm getting too old, but I do enjoy a good bourbon. And Ron, man, Ron's laying back blades, putting mirror finishes on them, and enjoying a bourbon all at the same time. So kudos to you, Ron. I couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. Hey, so I made a post the other day. I can't remember if it's Instagram or TikTok or what. It was a short, and it was me flipping this Tucson. It is the TS, I think 55. Yes, TS 559. Multiple opening options. Uh, just wonderful knife. Wonderful knife. And anyways, so I love this knife. And anyways, I sent it to Fred to check out. And well, guess what? I I owed Fred anyways, and Fred liked this knife a lot. And he's like, "Oh, how about I get this knife?" And it was a very square, very fair deal. but I was truly sad about it. But it was going to a good home, and even if Fred got tired of it, I know I'd find another good home. And then somebody on the binge, guys, Blade Binge, was selling this bad boy. And I want to say, I got to go back and look because I've bought a few knives here lately. I think I paid, including shipping, like $50 for it. Brand new. It was still oily. So if anybody's ever unboxed a Tucson, you know, uh, when you pull them out of the package, it's like a sardine. You know, they just been swimming in oil. And I wasn't sure that the person ever even opened it. And so I made a stupid, corny little post. I said, you know, they say if you truly love something and you let it go and it comes back, it was meant to be. So I guess this Tucson TS559 is meant to be because I had the opportunity to reacquire it for a bargain price, and I did, and I absolutely love it. So this is a really good knife, guys. And even at full price, it's a very good bargain, even if it is 14C, which I love 14C. So, has anybody got anything new in this week? That blade shape. So, okay, everybody, tell me, what do y'all call this? With it straight, is it a Warncliffe? Uh, is it a sheep's foot? It's not a reverse Tonto. So tell me what you guys think it is. Let me know in the comments. Dying to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Warncliffe, if it's straight. That's what I think, Brian. That's exactly what I think. So a sheep's foot would have a slight curve back up, right? So that's what I call it, is a Warncliffe. Man, this thing feels so good. And I'm not even a frag guy, but it's not a real deep frag. And it feels so good. And the more you play with it, just the better and better it gets. You know, the detent is just absolutely perfect. Wow. Yeah, I can't, just because I don't know, man. I got short fingers. There, I got it that time. So some I can do better than others. Like, now, of course, this knife is made for this, but the tri-stash, like all day long. You don't even have to do the wrist flick with the tri-stash, just squeeze. I say that and then I mess it up. Oh man. This time change got me jacked up, guys. I swear I'm like a chicken. It gets dark. I want to go to bed. I wasted up in my youth staying up all night, all those hours, partying and burning the candle at both ends. I am an old man now. And I'm not an old man. I'm still in my 40s, but I feel like it. So, excuse me. Should have came in with something to drink. Oh, sorry, I just turned and looked, and Booter is in my bed, asleep. He still thinks he's a 15-pound puppy. Anyways, so I got some things coming in. Um, and I try to keep track of everything. And but I got a couple of things that I don't even recognize. Like, it doesn't say the business. Um, so I'm real curious to see what it is. Very curious to see what it is. Cause yeah, it shows that I got some things coming in. And then the big thing I'm waiting on is I had something shipped to me from Dubai, and they actually got it here pretty quick. And then when it hit Louisville at a UPS hub, it stalled because they didn't know what it was. They needed a declaration. And they sent me a message. I was like, well, that's supposed to be done by the importer. I said, but it's just a pocket knife, I believe. and and then like a day or two later, I get a confirmation that it was cleared. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then a day after that, I get a bill from the brokerage department saying I had to pay some duty on it, tariff, duty, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, okay, I knew how much the knife was worth. So I gladly paid it. And especially since the knife was sent free, And so now I'm just waiting on UPS to pick the ball back up and get that to me. I'm pretty excited about that. What's up, Matt? How are you, sir? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in, brother. I greatly appreciate it, man. Awesome, awesome. Oh, goodness. All right, I got to stop that. I'll never make it till 10 o'clock, especially once start watching some British BBC show with my wife, which actually I've gotten to where I enjoy British television better. Their shows are so much better than ours. Like, hands down, it's not even a, a, a comparison. So I guess if we're going to have all the great knives and the ability to carry these knives, they got to get all the good TV shows because they are so much better than our shows. Rarely do I watch US TV other than like maybe sports. Tell you the truth, I watch, unless it's with my wife, I'm usually watching YouTube, watching all you guys. Pete, my brother, man, what's going on? Hey, did you get my message? Look at Pete coming in at the Kuyan. Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, Pete. Appreciate you popping in, brother. Um, cool. Those of you that don't know, I accidentally sent Pete Marco's knife. So I had to send Pete a label so Marco can get his knife. Like an idiot. I felt so stupid. But granted, I was like trying to box up 12 different packages and make sure everybody got some swag. And so, anyways, now I need to get Pete his knife. So Pete won the Blue Fish Scales Damascus Tenables top liner lock. So, yes, sir. So I got one. I got to keep one. Actually, I'm lying. Well, I'll say I got to keep it. Miss T.C.Blades says it's hers. This is the first one they sent me, the kind of the Tiffany blue one. But it is what it is. Mess with me and I'll sell it on Whatnot. Oh, I got to pay attention to my phone battery. I guess we're good. Hey, I hope nobody's having to see commercials or ads. I did not intend for it to. I've never really went live using my phone and I never saw the option to turn it off. So I hope you guys aren't having to see any ads. Madison, Wisconsin, you badger. We don't need no stinking badgers. Are you really? Or yeah. Okay. I don't think the vertical lines have it. Good. Good, good. Because I don't ever want ads in my lives, period. Like I may go back after it's posted and monetize it, but not during. No. You guys are hopping in, supporting me. I do not want you guys watching ads. Oh, are y'all really switching? Y'all should have told me that before I bought the label. And I could have just done this for y'all. So, Matt, which one did you win? I don't remember. Huh. Okay. Okay. That purple micarta, man, as you hold it, I have some other micartas. They're not top liner locks like that. And man, once you start to use it, it really looks nice. It almost looks ashy when it's brand new like that. Okay. I hear you. Me, like if you're a hunter, that orange one is the bee's knees, or an outdoorsman. If not, man, dude, I'd strip that orange coating off, but it doesn't matter. Hey, if you haven't shipped it yet, I'll cancel. No, stamps.com is like normally really quick about it. So I do not mind because it'll just go back into my stamps.com account. So if y'all are going to do that, let me know and I'll cancel it. Are we good? Can we agree on that? I'll cancel it tonight. Sounds good. And then I can't remember who wanted to forego their prize and send it to was it brown sugar? But like you can enter what is the name of that database? You can enter and find out the knife laws. And I'm glad I didn't send it because I mean she probably wouldn't nothing would have came of it, but just in case that tenable fixed blade I was gonna send is like almost 9 inches total. And that's against state law. So I subs it for a really cool modern folder. Kazu Hayashi. Am I saying that right? Well, man, thanks for popping in, man. Hey, feel free to become a member. If not, subscribe. I try to post videos fairly regularly. I do plenty of shorts, and I try to do giveaways. I try to do really good giveaways. So, man, yeah. Hey, no problem, Steve. Uh, no, there was one to carry. The carry was even shorter than the own one. I don't understand that. So you mean to tell me there's parts in New York they can't own a Bowie knife? Oh, come on in. That just blows my mind, guys. That just. Hey, we're gonna check this out. Are we gonna have dessert later? In my young old age, I've grown to enjoy dessert. Growing up, I wasn't a sweets person. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for subscribing. You don't even have to be a member. You know, I would get my own Discord going, but I spend so much time in other people's. You guys would have to run it because I'd never be there. I mean, I would be there, but you know what I mean. Hey, did y'all see this? Somebody else had one. Might have been bees. The crystallized G5. I think they called it Frost or something like that. I was like, they told me they were going to send me the new oh, it's not the big one, but the other new one, the 4X4 maybe, X4 Pro. I can't remember. And I said, sure, I'll take a look at it. Absolutely. And then I saw this and I emailed back and I begged like a little baby. If not, I was still going to buy it. I said, guys, this is awesome. I said, I already own one. Oops. I said, but I really want to look at this one. And they were like, yeah, sure. So this is cool, guys. And trust me, the light is doing it no justice. Nern. It is freaking awesome looking. And it adds really good texture. But there's nothing wrong with the reggae either. Hey, Blade Junkie Tommy. What's going on, brother? Brother, what's going on? Sorry. Listen, my wife tells me to start a podcast because she said there are so many people and characters in my brain. And she said, I do so many voices. She goes, you should do those on your live. People would think you have guests. It's like, no, they wouldn't. But she's right. Like, she's like, so many people live in your head. You should do it. And I was like, nope. Like, be driving down the road and somebody will do something stupid and I'll make a voice and say something. And my daughter would be like, hey, Dad, who's that? Who's talking to us now? I was like, y'all are making it sound like I'm a schizo. So, Carrie, remind me to cancel Marco's label. So, we had some pre-live wheeling and dealing. And so now Pete is going to send Marco's knife to Matt. Matt's sending his knife to Marco, but I still need to send Pete his. Hey, Pete, did you like all your goodies, man? Man, I hope you did. So I really hope you did, brother. How do we coordinate? Hey, listen. That's between y'all. Any trades after it's out of my possession, that's on y'all. Because trust me, man, and I am not complaining. I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat, but spent quite a bit of money in shipping on that live. So be careful. Be careful because that is a wonderful tool. But I never use anything except for the finest belt. Anything other than that, they are not kidding. It's for tools. because it will eat up and chew some steel. So use that fine belt for your knives, and you're kind of regulated to, I think, 20 or 25 degrees on that, unless you want to rotate it and do it freehand. But, anyways, yeah, don't use an aggressive belt on a knife. Don't use a medium or a coarse because that damn thing will chew your knife up and spit it out. So, but other than that, it is an amazing tool. I'm talking, I've done lawnmower blades with it. The amount of knives, I can't even begin to tell you. Axes, uh, hedge trimmers, manual hedge trimmers, whopper choppers. But yeah, it's a great tool, man. And then once you want to put that, mirror edge, go to your fixed blade sharpener. Probably won't be able to see it, but I put that on the seagull for Jed. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is mirror. That's 18 degrees. Don't ask me why I stopped at 18. I'd go too far, I'd go too light. And so once I got to 18, I was like, that's where I'm doing it. So 18 degrees, mirror edge, seagull. Got that knife from Fred. I'm not even going to introduce anybody to Fred because y'all all know. Hey, Kazuyoshi, do you know who Fred the Lug is? If you don't, ask around. He is a tremendous patron to the community, has amazing collections, and he helps all of us have the opportunity to handle knives and show knives that we may normally not get the opportunity to. And so, yeah, I know Fred left for dinner, but thank you, Fred, for all that you do. And hey, thank you to White Mountain Knives. I know you guys all shop at White Mountain Knives. Don't forget about their open box because they have a ton of people that buy knives that are just your general knife people. And they will send knives back saying the action's bad or I'm having a hard time opening it, not realizing it just needs to be tuned out of the box or needs to be broke in. And so Justin at White Mountain Knives, he'll tell you, hey, this is why it was returned. If it's something cosmetic, he will point it out. And deep discounts, and you still get the 10% with a code. Doesn't even have to be my code, and free shipping and no tax. So, guys, listen, I know we all have our favorite stores, but let me tell you, unless somebody's running some kind of crazy special deal, that's who I always check first. White Mountain. You guys have your own little thing going on. So I know I'm not mad at them though. That's what it's for, man. I do the live just I mean, it's a place, it's a community where people can get together and chit chat and, you know, ignore me, which I don't care really. I seriously don't. But okay. I'm gonna tell you out of my microtechs, out of my benchmades, they just live in a box. Out of all my autos, even my Protex, this is my favorite. Hands down. The work sharp and that ding when you close it. I wished it made that noise when you opened it, but I'll take it when you close it. Oh, ding. It's like, open me again. I don't want to be closed. Love it, man. It's like a reverse ding. ting of a winter blade. Speaking of winter blades, anybody pre-order last time? We should be getting some knives pretty soon. I did. Originally at the pre-order, they were shooting for October. Then I got an email saying November. I should probably go to their website, check that out. What are the two these two right here? Yeah, this is the two that everybody talks about. These are exclusive. When I say exclusive, I mean, all right, they are not made with super high-end material. I'm not trying to sound like that, but these are the only two. These are QSP Beluga samples. And I think they were originally made to kind of show off the direction QSP was going to go in just on their new stuff, hence the vault. And so these were a Blade show. Long story short, I picked up and handled this one, loved it. They said, yeah, come back at the very end of Blade show and, we'll sell you one. I didn't make it back in, regretted it. Sent an email weeks later. They said, yes, we still have them. We also have a copper. Do you want it? I was like, oh, yeah, send me the copper. And then I regret it because I didn't get the silver. And lo and behold, they still had the silver. So as far as I know, these were the only two samples they had at the time. You can see where it says sample N690. I do kind of wish it had the triangle pivot, but I'm not complaining. So yep, I've acquired both of these and they are lovely. They are lovely, lovely knives. I really wish they would put these into production. Are those very thin overlays on those QSPs? They are inlays. Can you see that? Hold on. So it is inlaid into the milled metal. And it is a smooth. It doesn't have the texture that you think it might. It's very topographical looking. But it is so smooth. I mean, and I love how the lock bar follows along the line of the inlay. They could have made that straight just underneath, but it follows the cutout. And I think that's awesome. I hope they do go into production. Some of the new stuff that dropped at West, once it comes into stock in the US, I got an email said that they're going to send me some stuff, and I may ask David or the the QSP folks, hey, are these going to go into production? Because I mean, dude, they are killer. They're wonderful knives, and I don't just mean visually. I mean they're great knives. They feel wonderful in the hand. They are just as smooth as can be. Yeah. I mean, I've never, ever. Hey, what's up, Brown Sugar? Thank you for dropping in. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure and hit that like and that thumbs up button on your way in, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, that's fine too. You're here. That's all that matters. But I forgot what I was going to say. You damn kids made me forget what I was saying. Sorry. You have to ship your knife to him. He technically is shipping his to you. So, this knife, I don't understand why Best Tech Man made the premium version of this with the crystallized tie and the Magna Cut blade. And if anybody has an answer to that, let me know. I mean, I know that happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a knife that's premium in CJRB and budget in Artisan. I get it, it happens, but I mean, there's budget versions of the Cicadas wing, and then there's this one, and it's still Best Tech Man. This is also a crossbar that has amazing, amazing action. It's not mushy. The detent's got pop. Now, I will say this one's pretty light too, because there are no liners. So it's two just slabs of titanium. So it is light. I will say that. I do kind of wish they had made it just a little bit thicker, but I'm still not complaining. This is not the first crystallized tie knife I've handled, but it's the first one I've owned. That's good to know because this is the first Cicadas wing. And yeah, you're not pinching the titanium scales down, you know. So maybe you're right, Pete. Maybe they were just maybe they were trying to just say, "Hey, we realize this wasn't our best work. This is what we can do," you know? And I got much respect for that if that's what they're doing. Ugh. I'll check that out, man. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. I do. Hold on one second. It's funny that you said that, Kazuyashi, because I just had that page up, believe it or not. Now I will say this. This was a White Mountain Knives exclusive. This was blue. I did change it to purple, guys. So that wasn't exclusive to White Mountain Knives. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Oh. You know, I bet. Where did that go? Hold on. Okay, Best Tech reports that they are getting their Magna cut to 62 to 64. And if that's the case, that's ideal. And I'm assuming that Best Tech Man is not, they're not heat treating different Magna cut. I would assume that all the blades come out of, which actually Best Tech's not even making their stuff anyways. Technically they're not an OEM. So yeah, that's something to think about. Sorry, guys. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, back to it. It's crazy to think that the other Best Tech, man, Cicada's wings are like 10 CR. Really? Wow, that's crazy. All right, guys, I have reached the 1 hour mark. I think I've killed enough time. And I want to thank everybody for hopping in here real quick. Hopefully, and I'm sure I'll see all you guys on Rochambeau later. I'm gonna get my pocket check picture taken. I'm gonna have me a little bit of ice cream, and I'm gonna watch me a little bit of BBC or whatever. Make the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life. Thank you so much, guys. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, guys, if you guys didn't tune in, I wouldn't do this. I'm doing it for you, and I am doing it for him. Peace.